The inguinal canal is a passageway through the abdominal wall that develops in both males and females. In males, proper development of the inguinal canal is an important event for the subsequent descent of the testicle into the scrotum, from its initial site of development in the abdomen. Testicular descent takes place in two phases, the transabdominal phase and the transinguinal phase. The transabdominal phase is a passive process during which a band of mesenchyme known as the gubernaculum appears to tether the testis to the scrotum. The testis, which initially lies on the dorsal abdominal wall, develops between the peritoneum and the rest of the body wall. Between 10 and 15 weeks of development, the abdominal cavity enlarges, causing the anchored testis to be drawn downward to the mouth of the deep inguinal ring. During this descent, the testes travel in a lateral to medial direction. The transinguinal phase is an active process that takes place over a couple of days between 25 and 35 weeks of development. A finger-like evagination of peritoneum, called the processus vaginalis, pushes its way through the tissues of the developing abdominal wall. This evagination follows the course of the gubernaculum and acquires sleeve-like coverings of tissue corresponding to the various layers of the developing abdominal wall. These layers, which develop into the transversalis fascia and the internal oblique and external oblique muscles, follow the processus vaginalis and become the layers of the spermatic cord, the internal spermatic fascia, the cremasteric fascia, and external spermatic fascia, respectively. The leading tip of the processus follows along the gubernaculum and enters the scrotum. The testicle, together with the ductus deferens and testicular vessels, then follows. The testicle is able to enter into and move within the sleeve-like layers of the developing spermatic cord surrounding the gubernaculum and the processus vaginalis by compressing the tube-like processes. The proximal end of the processus vaginalis normally disappears. The distal tip survives and becomes the tunica vaginalis. The remains of the gubernaculum form the ligament of the scrotum. In female fetuses, the processus vaginalis develops to create an inguinal canal, but the descent of the ovary stops in the pelvis. The processus vaginalis disappears, leaving the remains of the gubernaculum to become the ligament of the ovary and the round ligament of the uterus.